All right, we're recording. Uh, I always, I always mispronounce your name. I think Hege.
That's perfect.
Oh, perfect. Good.
Yeah,
Hege.
I heard your interview with Sarah.
Oh, it was a good one, right?
Yeah, it was a real
It
good
was
one.
like right out the gate. She started pulling at my heartstrings, and I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's a powerful story for the way that her kettlebell life and vegan lifestyle came together. It's pretty
yeah,
good.
it
It's
was real good. What a
it's
way to
almost like
start.
a calling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. uh, Hege, I met you last year at the All American. Uh, you traveled all the way from Norway. What was that like? Can you can you take me back and share a little bit about your perspective of the All American last year and how you came out, your feelings towards it, how you did? Because I remember your snatch set, and I had never seen anyone lift uh, just so wonderfully. It was so smooth, and it was the first time that I think that I had ever seen anybody go over like 200 plus like in person. So
Cool.
can let's reminisce a little bit.
Yeah. Um, yeah. I was lucky enough to join the Vegan Strong Plant Build team last year, and that's why I could come to the competition. So
Hmm.
I was super excited and very nervous.
Yes.
Uh, as you might remember, I tried to make a comeback with the 24 before the
Hmm.
competition. In addition to wanting to do a 10-minute set with 16. That didn't work well. I got it, yeah, got some issue with my neck, so I dropped the 24, but went full on with the 16.
Yeah, and you
And yeah,
crushed it.
yeah, but I was very nervous before the lift because you get
Hmm.
these expectations and uh yeah, it was a while ago that I had been competing, but
Hmm.
it was an amazing experience because it was so fun to be on the platform. Everybody was so great with the cheering and you guys with the organizing. It was just an amazing competition to be at.
That's awesome. Thank you. Uh, so how is the neck injury now? Did you figure some things out with it? Are you healed up? Are you back on the 24s? And what's going on there?
It's a lot better. It's
Hmm.
like it's a herniated disc in my neck,
Oh wow.
um, but it has healed a lot, so it's a lot better than it was. But
Oh
and I
good.
have been doing I've been doing a lot of strength work for my neck.
Hmm.
Um, if you listen to Andrew Huberman, he says do your strength work for your neck.
Hmm.
So I'm doing that a lot, and it feels good. And I've been just not training very hard this winter. Mostly, I haven't been doing any like sport specific training. I'm just
Hmm.
trying to be keep strong. But it feels good now, a lot better.
Nice. Well, that's
But I'm
good.
not back on the 24 yet.
Not yet, but
No,
I'm sure
not
you
yet.
will be soon.
Thank you.
Is that the goal to get back there? Or?
Not it's not my goal yet, but it's always something you want.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Uh, Tell us a little bit about yourself, Hege. How long have you been lifting kettlebells? What inspired you to pursue kettlebell sport? And how's that journey? Where do you see it going? Things like that.
Yeah. Oh, it's been uh 10 years now, maybe. Um, uh, came across it randomly, like almost everybody else. Uh, I was training at this boot camp where we did something called tactical fitness, where we used club bells, kettlebells, but a lot of body weight. And I actually liked the club bells a lot better than the kettlebells.
Really? In the
Yeah,
beginning?
yeah, I did. Don't
Hmm.
tell the kettlebells now.
Well, you just said it on an interview. They're all gonna know.
Oh. Yeah, well, anyway, the coach who worked there, he knew about Gearbox Sport, and
Mhm.
he was going to a competition where he's going to take pictures. He showed me the pictures afterwards, and I was like, okay, that looks pretty cool. I want to do that.
Mhm.
So I needed a new fitness goal at the time, so we decided that I should try qualifying for the nationals. I think this was 2016, maybe 2015.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I did. Um, I did one arm long cycle with 16. I finished dead last, but it was so fun, and I was
Oh,
yeah, I was hooked for life. I was,
even
and
even even in coming in last, it's
yeah,
the sport still drew you in. So in the end, you still won.
yeah, I feel like I did, and like competing at the national championship was big for me at the time. I did not expect me to do something like that. So
Right.
yeah, it's been, and after that, it's
So
been like, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, when you say national team, which national team did you try out for? Which big world championship did you go to?
This was the Norwegian championship
Okay.
I qualified for first.
Hmm.
Yes,
That's
I did.
sweet.
Yeah. Uh, like after that, I did a lot of work with two-arm long cycle. And this was like it feels like the Middle Ages because women weren't allowed to lift doubles at the IUKL then.
Hmm.
So, but we wanted to change. So we were, yeah, a small but a solid squad of strong girls that pushed for it.
Yes.
And yeah, I was at the trials for it in South Korea, and it was the most amazing experience. Um, it was so much fun. One of my top memories, I think, from
Yes.
competition.
So you were actually part of the movement to get women in the sport kind of equalized.
Yeah,
I remember. So you were at the All American last year. Do you know Kim Fox? Have you met her before?
yeah,
I remember a story from her. She was part of that movement as well, and she
yeah.
showed up to a competition, and they tried to tell her that she couldn't do the lift that she was there to do. And
Uh,
if I remember the story correctly, she kind of like either I think she either stood off to the side and still did the lift that she wanted, or they finally just said F it and let her on the platform to do it. But ever since then, she's been this pioneer, so to speak, in the sport for equalizing the rights for women. And I
yeah,
think that's very powerful. And I think that's uh, huge that you were a part of that as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was. I remember it. It was Kim Fox, and it was the Norwegian girls, maybe some other Scandinavian girls, mostly.
Mm-hmm.
And for a long time, there was one Norwegian girl and Kim Fox like competing, like being, yeah. But now Kim Fox is definitely the strongest.
Yeah, she did double 32s last year at All American. And I think if everything goes well, she's going to be attempting that again.
Yeah, I'm looking
And
forward to it. It's
yeah, it's going
awesome.
to be amazing. It's going to be
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
Uh, so are you training? Are you in a training block now for the All American? What
I
is going to
am.
be your lift? What's going to be your lift, and how's your training program coming along?
I've decided on 10-minute snatch with 20
Hmm.
kilos.
Oh no!
And I just started working with Dennis Vasiliev, so he's programming for me. So
Wow,
that's really exciting.
that is exciting. I remember last year you two kind of huddled off in the corner for a little while, and he was giving you some technical advice. I
Yeah, I
remember
asked
it was
for
very yeah, it was very short, but I remember seeing him over there, kind of coaching you along a little bit.
yeah, I asked him if he could yeah, give me some help.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
how's his programming differ from what you're used to? Is it drastically different? Is it scary compared to other programs? You know, because I've actually met a couple people that were hesitant on doing something, his type of programming because they fear that it's hard. Is it drastically different?
It's different from the programs I've been used to, but maybe not drastically.
Hmm.
Uh, it's definitely not something people should fear. Uh,
Right.
I I really like the he does the 2 kilos increasement training, which I've never done before. I have done mostly like I had one light and fast set during a week, one heavy and maybe slow with the kettlebells, and then maybe one with competition RPM. But this is like most high RPM, but we are starting off with the light kettlebell and just increasing
Hmm.
and trying to prime for the big date in
Yes, ma'am.
October.
It seems to
Um,
be a logical progression. Uh,
yeah,
what he uses. Yes.
yeah. So it's of course I don't know how I'm gonna react to it yet. I've just been training for 6 weeks with him, but
Hmm.
it feels good. Did have a good training today.
Yes. Oh, good. What was
Yeah.
your what was your what was your workout today?
It was 4 minutes times three with
Oh, wow.
16,
Nice.
and RPM was 22 to 24.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So hard on the lungs.
but but that's right around your pace because if I remember correctly, you got over 220 last year.
No, I got to 16.
216. Okay.
Yeah, but I started off really slow last year because I was so nervous.
Hmm.
But I managed to increase my heart rate.
Yeah, you settled in pretty quick. It looked like.
Yep.
um,
But
that's awesome.
it's good to have a coach on your back that got your back and does the programming. I like it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. How so you've been doing kettlebell sport for about a decade. Um, have you used many coaches or have you been with the like one or two, maybe three coaches throughout your sport lifting career? Or?
Yeah, and mostly I've been working with this Norwegian guy before for many years. And then right before the pandemic, I trained a little bit with Slovenian guy, Gregor Sobochan.
Mhm.
And after my injury in my neck, I just did my own programming for a while. I didn't. So it's I enjoy very much to have a coach.
Absolutely. And
Mm,
that says a lot. Even as a 10-year veteran, uh, seasoned athlete, you still are 100% on board with having a coach to
yeah,
guide you along.
yeah.
That's awesome. Uh, that could be a great piece of advice for a new lifter. Uh, what other advice do you think you could have, or would you give a new lifter that was thinking about competing?
Yeah, uh, join a seminar or reach out to yeah, experienced coach. Don't be afraid if you're don't be afraid like to just do it, or maybe just reach out to someone that's in your area that you can join for your workout training. Like people have done that to me, and I've been super happy to get them along to train with them,
Oh,
just show them a few things.
oh, absolutely. It's like
Yeah,
it's one of the best feelings in the world, really, to be a part of this, but also like someone who's not as experienced as you, kind of take them under your wing a little bit, and, you
yeah,
know, show them the ropes a little bit.
mhm,
Yeah,
yeah,
I like that.
yeah. So I like, yeah, reach out to people. I would, you learn so much by like a weekend seminar or working with someone. So it's
Hmm.
worth the money if you find a good one.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Uh, Tell us a little bit how you got started with the vegan squad, the plant built team.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew about them for many years, and like it was a dream for me to join them. Last year was my first year that it all like came together because before it hasn't really um, suited my schedule. I was focusing on the World Championships and European Championships, and yeah, it was too expensive to travel also to the US and yeah, everything. So, but last year it finally came together, and it was yeah, awesome experience to be a part of such a great crowd. And I'm so
Uh,
happy that you guys are organizing a kettlebell competition at Mr. America because that's why I can come there.
yes, thank you. Uh, at one point during the competition last year, the plant built team that was there for the overall sporting event kind of uh, herded themselves over to our area and just gave us a magnificent crowd for a little while. And I remember, I can't remember if you did your lift while the crowd was there, but I remember Sarah did, and the crowd went bonkers while she was up there lifting, and it was pretty cool to see your team just absolutely show out for you guys.
Yeah, it was awesome. I think they did for both of us, and it was like
Yes, good.
so humbling. It was so fun.
For
And
sure.
yeah, and it was fun when they got on the platform after the competition, and they did
Yep.
a 5 minute set just for fun.
Yeah, that was fun to watch.
Yeah,
Just people wanting to get up and try it. I think we're going to do that again this year.
I think it was an
Uh,
excellent idea.
I think we're going to run at the end this year. I think we're going to have a couple lifts that are. If you ever heard of the Bolt organization,
Yeah,
I believe Audrey Bergio runs that organization now, and
okay,
I think we're going to have a couple segments of Bolt at the end, along with maybe one pentathlon lift. So
okay,
it should be fun to
yeah.
see some people get up there and you know because with Bolt you can put the bell down. It's very beginner friendly. So uh,
You can put the bell down. Wow, that's yes, how
yeah,
comfortable.
yeah, you can. It's kind of like one of those speed things. You go as fast as you can. You can put the bell down. You can pick it back up. You can switch as much as you want. It's very beginner friendly. Uh,
Okay,
yeah.
so
So that
the original Pentalon is out, and they're doing this instead.
well, no, we're still doing the. We're gonna we're gonna do one or two lifts. So we have right now we are doing three platforms. We haven't. We've talked about whether we've kind of talked about six platforms, but we haven't made that decision yet. So it depends. If we do six, then there might be one lift. Like we're going to fill up the six platforms for one lift. If not, we may do two for the three platforms. So we do still have that way we can have two full flights or one full flight. But I think we're going to try to have like six lifters do pentathlon.
Hmm, okay, I see.
Yes.
Yeah,
Uh,
I have been playing around with doing something addition to my snatch set, but I haven't landed on anything. I'm afraid to
mm,
fuck up my progress.
I hear you. We have in my line of work, we have a saying: you change up, you fuck up.
Ah, yeah,
so,
I
so
remember that.
yeah. Uh, so coming into the All American, we were about 8 weeks out. How are you mentally preparing yourself for being in front of a bunch of people again? And well, I think this year we're almost double the amount of lifters that we had last year. Um,
Wow, really?
it's going to be amazing. It is really
Wow.
it's truly going to be a historic event. And so with that said, how are you mentally preparing, and how are you going to like calm the angst that's inside of you on competition day?
Oh, I wish I had a right answer for that. But on competition day, I'm probably gonna wake up super early. I would probably gonna go for a walk on the beach in Atlantic City. That's
Mm.
the that's a good way to start the day. And just yeah, depends on when I'm gonna lift, if it's early or late in the day. Uh, but I'm trying to just do some stretching, try not to do as much, not be at the if I'm lifting late, I will try to not be um, spend all my time watching other lifts before mine, because it will take away some energy. So try to
Okay.
just yeah, like you want to cheer on your friends and teammates, all you can do. But if your lift is at 4 o'clock and you've been at the watching a competition for 8 hours, it's gonna mentally drain you a bit.
I
So
can see that.
yeah,
I can definitely
yeah,
see that.
I've learned it the hard way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
yeah, so your advice to yourself would be to try to refrain from, cheering on everyone and take a
yeah,
little
not
time
going
to
back.
yourself.
Yeah, it seems a bit selfish. You want to cheer, of course, but don't go like all hard on the cheering, because if
Yes,
you have your you feel your heart rate goes up, and if you do that all day before your lift, it's gonna affect your lift.
absolutely. And
Yeah.
I think your coach now, Dennis, uh, he likes to teach on competition day. You are laser focused on your lift. He said it does
Mm.
seem selfish, but you need to focus on 100% on yourself on your competition day because
Yeah.
you know, and it
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense that, and now, I don't know if he's drilled that into your head yet, but it seems like you
No,
guys have
no.
the like-minded in that
Yeah.
aspect.
I'm happy to hear that. I haven't talked
Nice.
about it to him yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So
mm.
coming from overseas, are you going to come in a couple days early to Atlantic City to try to, adapt to the time change? Um, how's that going to work out
Um,
for you?
I did that last year. Uh, uh, it like it didn't work well. I didn't sleep a lot for many days ahead. So actually, and this time I'm flying in on Thursday. So I'll be there in Atlantic City Thursday evening, hopefully. And I'm not sure yet if I'm lifting on Saturday or Sunday, but
Well, if you're doing
I think that's
snatch, I think
okay.
I think we're doing all jerk and snatch. I believe is going to be on excuse me, Saturday, and then I
Okay.
think we're going to do long cycle, and then our marathon lifts on Sunday, and then we're going to throw in the extracurriculars at the end. So the
Okay.
pentathlon will be at the end, and some bolt stuff will be at the end.
Okay. That's good to
So
know.
it's a good chance you're probably gonna, if you're snatching, you're gonna do a lift on Saturday.
Nice. And we can
Yeah.
party on Saturday.
Saturday night, take your plant built team out and party
To
up.
the casinos.
Yeah, it was I mean, just in the Tropicana, because last year was at the convention center and the Tropicana was like right around the corner, but that's where we went anyway because that was where the bodybuilding show was. And then
Mm.
when we went to the bodybuilding show, we kind of seen that the Tropicana is like a a one-stop shop for Atlantic City. You got everything there. You got, where our sports festival is gonna be there. The casinos, all the restaurants and the attractions are like, I mean, technically, you don't have to leave the Tropicana when you get there. Everything's
That's
there.
good.
But then again, for those of us who like beach walks, you know, we got that too. So that's
Yeah.
that's really awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's plenty to do. So if you're going to be there, 3 or 4 nights, you'll have plenty to do.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to have some extra days when the flight is so long.
So are you heading back on Sunday evening or Monday?
Monday. But I'm
Mhm.
planning to stay a few days in Philadelphia
Oh,
before I
nice.
go home. Yeah, I've never been there.
Yeah, that's quick. I think it was a quick little, maybe a 90-minute train ride last year when we flew in a couple people and we flew them into Philly and then we had them catch the train over to Atlantic City. And I think it was about 90 minutes for the train and
Okay.
it was very inexpensive. So that could be an option for you.
Yeah. Because last year I flew into to Newark, and I took some bus and a train down to where Donica Storino lives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went to train with her at her gym just to check
Oh,
out the program.
nice.
Yeah,
Oh, sweet. She's
she lives
gonna
in the nicest little city.
really.
Yeah.
We do Donica and I have been doing we try to get together like on Mondays for a live Zoom workout. We'll just be on Zoom because she's actually pretty close to me, and she's local to the Mr. America, like you were just talking about.
Yeah.
She's one of our sponsors this year as well with Physical.
Oh, cool.
Yep, I think she's gonna have a booth out there. You know, she's gonna
Oh,
be there. She's gonna lift. She's got a whole team coming with her this year, so it's gonna be fun.
nice. Yeah, I'm excited to see her again.
Yeah, for sure. How long have you known her? You known her a while?
It was the first time meeting her last year.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's super. She's energy through the roof. She's so
mm,
high energy.
sure. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing.
So, my final question: what does participating in the All American Kettlebell Open mean to you, and how do you think it's going to contribute to your growth as an athlete?
Wow. Wow. You didn't prepare me for this question.
No, it's this was the hidden question.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like what am I gonna say to that? Like for sure it's motivating me to still keep training for Gearboy Sport because I've been like with the injuries and stuff and I've been feeling like pretty bad, but this is like okay, I can go there and it's been like okay, I need to get my shit together and start training again because I know I feel so much better when I get to train kettlebell sport and I have a competition to look forward to is like it's it's such I don't know how to explain it, but it's such a big part of my life and how yeah how to feel good about myself really it's yeah so it's a huge deal yeah
Nice.
yeah and I would after this competition I hopefully I can get back to yeah to join the European Championship next year
That
maybe
would
with
be awesome.
24 we'll see
Yeah, that would be awesome.
yeah
So we were talking about you venturing outside of snatch. Have you given any thought to because I think you and I were talking about the pentathlon for a little bit, right? But
yeah
we were discussing like how would you program it and things like that.
yeah.
Have you given that any more thought?
I did try it, just trying to train a little bit with how it feels. And it would be fun to do because I've never done it.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, but it's just what you said. If I'm gonna fuck up the most important lift,
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I've done jerk sets before in competition, like, but I have this. I can't really relax in rack, so it's
Hmm.
so hard.
I think that's
Um,
pretty much everybody's issue
yeah,
with the jerk is,
yeah,
you know, it's a very technical lift and it's difficult mentally to overcome some of those hard spots. You
yeah.
know, the rack being one of them. Because you know, for me, it's like trying to get every rep to look the exact same and
Mm.
feel the exact same, but it's so hard to, you know, and the path is just it's so it seems so basic. You're going from here to here, but
Yeah.
it's so much more than that.
Yeah,
It's
and
so
it's so
much more.
like, and when you see those people that does it so smoothly and so well, like, oh, it looks
Hmm.
easy. Like it's not.
Yeah, yeah, that looks easy. I'm gonna give that a try. Oh, that was a bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah, but we'll see. I haven't done a half marathon with Snatch yet, so that I should be doing that soon.
Nice.
Yeah, maybe I'll join Sarah on the
Yeah,
platform. We'll see.
yeah. Sarah loves those 30-minute lifts.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah,
I
we
don't.
yeah. She was talking yesterday a little about what she enjoys, and she enjoys the slow, heavy lifts.
Yeah,
And yeah, it's pretty good.
she's a lunatic.
She's a little crazy too. She's a little crazy.
Yeah, in a very good way.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Well, Hege, thank you so much for joining me. I know this was a super short, sweet, simple, to the point interview, and I just want to thank you for taking the time out to do it with me. If you do you want to give a couple shout outs? Do you want to I don't know, say anything, before
yeah.
we cut loose?
I want to give a shout out to you because we really needed like this new enthusiasm and the initiative you are bringing to the sport. Um, it's very good to see like doing this with every athlete. It's like wow, I am hands down.
Thank you so much, Hege. And
Yeah,
uh, just because of that gives me fuel to keep going. Thank you.
cool.
I can't wait to see you in October.
Yeah,
It's going to be an amazing time. So when you come in, um, arms open always. I'll see you
cool.
soon.
Yes, looking forward
All
to
right.
it.
Bye,
Bye.
Hege.